have a cup in my hand.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so earlier I was talking about I had a post I had a poll post up for the whole week and last week actually about the 50-50 rule and what
Mm-hmm.
people
Okay.
thought about it. And um I just want to go over this because I truly feel like first I'm going to talk about finances on my end because I think that's very important when it comes to a relationship. And sometimes we go in a relationship with the mindset, okay, 50-50 rule, he's going to pay 50% of the bills, I'm going to pay 50% of the bills, because right now in the days we're living, like nothing is cheap, you know what I'm saying? Rent is high.
Right.
So this is just how my I feel about it and my point of view. Of course, we all have different opinions about this topic, but you definitely don't want to burden the other person with all the bills, especially in the economy that we live in now. So you go into a relationship, you're saying, yes, you're going to pay 50, I'm going to pay 50. And then all of a sudden, you get in a relationship, you watch one of these videos, and you're like, my husband pays everything. You're watching someone that's talking about how their husband pay everything. And you come back to your partner and you be like, I changed my mind. Like, you got to pay everything. You're the man. You got to, be the breadwinner. I'm just going to work and, kind of like keep the money to myself. But that's when I go back to saying that puts a burden to that person. If you're making the same amount of money that the man is making, like, how do you expect for y'all to go out and be able to travel and be able to have fun times together if he's spending all his money on bills and like, you know, it doesn't make sense to me in that sense. And that's why I said the 50-50 rule could work, but it all depends on the expectations that you put in the beginning of your relationship. Like if that's what you want and that's what you're looking for, then I can completely understand how it works. But if you both making the same amount of money, um, and you already know, like if this person is paying all the bills, most of the fights and arguments come into play because it's about money. So you want to come into a relationship with realistic expectations. You can't expect someone to pay all the bills if y'all are making the same amount of money and if you're both working for an entry level position where you know that it's not going to be a livable wage for one person to pay all the bills, then does it make sense? So I was also reading a post that said, this lady was like, well, I'd rather live alone than having to split 50-50 in bills with a man. But realistically talking, I mean, you're probably gonna be alone, like, because most people in this world, they're making just livable wage. So it's pretty hard nowadays to be in a relationship with someone and expect them to carry the whole baggage. You know what I'm saying? And then you also expect them to be a good husband, to take you out on dates, for you to travel, and all of that, because all of that comes in a relationship too. Y'all gonna be fighting and fussing most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, I have to completely jump in and say that, the 50-50 rule, the 50-50 expectation, quote unquote, if you will. I mean, I have had conversations with friends that are like, I don't pay not nan one bill. I don't contribute towards the mortgage. I don't contribute towards the rent. I don't pay nothing for the car. I don't pay Georgia Natural Gas, Georgia Power, DeKalb, Fulton, Henrietta, Henry, Enrico, like none of the like none of the water, sewage, none of that. There's a lot of people, unfortunately, I don't want to say unfortunately, but there are a lot of people that are very adamant about being in that position. And I'm not even talking about women that are stay-at-home moms that, okay, well, they're home with the kids, they're managing the household, they're doing the majority of the cooking and the cleaning and the child giving and the child care and the rearing and all of that. No, I'm talking about women have actual six-figure careers and are out here and don't have to pay not one bill. And so all of the money that they have, that these women earn, is free game. It's for them to spend. It's for them to decide if they want to put some into a joint bank account. If you and your spouse are on that level, I mean, there's still a lot of people married that have separate bank accounts and don't have joint accounts. So these women have the ability to walk into Phipps and Lenox and anywhere else and buy that bag and shoes and whatever else for the asking, because they don't have any other bills or concerns to worry about. Even if there's children, they're not worrying about having to pay for daycare. And so I think that creates a very unbalanced dynamic with certain things. And I feel like, you know, if you've been in a situation where in the relationship, let's say during the early years, those were the struggle years. So maybe you worked a corporate job and you made close to six figures, but you were also contributing to your spouse completing their medical degree or their law degree or what have you. And because of that sacrifice that you made and you not going and buying the bags and being perfectly fine with handling your shopping at Ross and TJ Maxx and Marshalls, which I don't care how much money in the world I have, I'm still going to be fine with that. Ross and Marshalls and TJ Maxx be having some good finds. But anyway, whole nother topic for a whole nother day. So if you spent 4, 5, 6 years contributing all of your funds to your significant other or your spouse so that they could complete their career, their education for their career, that now affords them the opportunity to be able to pay for everything without any concern. I don't necessarily think that that's unbalanced, but to just walk into a situation and be like, I ain't paying no bills. I'm not contributing nothing because as a woman, I don't feel like I should have to. There are still some women that, you know, that feel that way. But where I come from and where my heart is, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna jump in wherever we need help jumping in. I'm gonna jump in. I'm not gonna sit by and let us struggle just because I don't want to reach into my pocket or reach into my bank account. But that's just me.
Yes. So I feel you on that, Brenna. Like if I feel like if your husband or the person you're living with, or you know, however you want to call it, is making the bread and he's the breadwinner and he has enough money to um support all the bills and support you, then by all means, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different ball game right there. So, but like on the other part, like I said, you also have to see what you're coming into the relationship with.
I think when you're dating, that's when everything should be established. Um, I don't think you should establish the 50-50 rule um, when you're dating. Well, hold on. You should talk about it when you're dating. You should. Let me correct myself. Especially if you see you guys on the verge of getting married, want to start a family. That's when you guys should, see if that's what you guys want then during the dating fiance scene. Because sometimes it may not be for everybody. He may say, hey, I'll take all the bills. Don't worry about it. Or he could say, hey, let's do 50-50. Or hey, I'll take care of the mortgage. You take care of your own stuff. It's like Brenna said, a lot of people, they don't have that joint bank account. I know a lot of married people that may have an account for them, but then have account on the side, or may just have just different accounts. Period. So that's a topic that you'll have to talk about. Like, of course, not the first couple of months when you're dating, but when you establish, okay, I see myself marrying this person. Let's talk about what would we do if we buy a house, if we buy a car, if we have kids and we have daycare, because we all don't think about that type of stuff until we get in a marriage, and then it can be stressful and overwhelming. And then, that's how a lot of time arguments come into play. So um, I believe in the 50-50 rule. I believe in, if my spouse is down, I will take care of the load until my spouse is up. Um, but you have to make sure you have a spouse that will do the same thing for you. Don't just assume that, I'll do something, but then my spouse would do it. It could be totally different. So I would say that's when you establish it, is when you guys are on the verge of getting married.
Yeah, Edwina, you have to also establish what's your credit score looking like. And it's not to be nosy. And I know people crack
Well,
jokes and stuff about
Brenna,
that all the time.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna cut you off. Everybody's not where they want to be in life. The
I
man
know.
or the woman, you
Right.
may have a man. Let me hear me out. You may have a man that may be down, and this may be his season where it's like he's not making the money he's not supposed to make. He may have went bankrupt because of previous marriage or relationship. So I understand. I'm all for looking at the credit, but not right away. Give him time to get his feet wet, to get in the relationship first, before we say we need your credit score and your social
Absolutely.
security number.
Absolutely.
We can't see
Absolutely.
the FBI and the CIA. I'm trying to work on that now. I'm
Like,
trying to give a couple years before we do the investigation thing. Now we may scare somebody away. Now
we're not
it's
running,
already
we're not
hard enough to get married.
But you know what? As funny as it sounds, some people actually do that though.
right. They do. They do the background, literal background checks to
Yes.
see what's going on with finances. Have they been married before? Do they have pending paternity suits? Do they have pending civil suits? Do they have pending lawsuits? What's
I
their
think they
criminal
do that when a person
situation?
is have trust issues. If you've
Yeah.
been in a
But they don't want
relationship
to
where
carry on
you
that
don't,
bill.
huh?
That some people don't want to carry on that bill.
Well, not the bill, but just their own the baggage that they're coming with. That's baggage. I hate to say it, but it's also a trust issue. If you're going through somebody's stuff and not letting them tell you first, you got some trust issues.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, and I would not be, that's not a situation that I would want to be in or be privy to. But let's say you're in that early aspect of dating and doing it, and you guys are going out. You guys can't afford Ruth Chris, right? But or STK, but you can go to Chili's, you can go to Taco Mac. Like, there's other alternatives. And it's like, you have to decide, and you have to set the precedent for yourself, and be able to understand like what's going to be acceptable for you and what's not going to be acceptable for you. There's so many success stories when we hear about couples that remember the days when they ate ramen, 5 nights a week, or it was just mac and cheese, or it were grilled cheese sandwiches, or whatever. But when you have those conversations and you know that, okay, this is where we're at right now, This is what we're trying to get to, and this is how we're going to do it, like little by little by little by little. Right now, it's important for you to go ahead and finish school and get that degree, because you're going to be making $275,000 annually, plus a bonus, plus stock dividends and everything else. So let me take my little $102,000 and make sure that, yeah, I'm still buying cheap. We still eating ramen. We still doing all these things, but we have a goal. And then when he gets to his 275, which then comes up to 550, and the next thing you know, you got $1 million man, like, shoot, no, I shouldn't have to pay not one bill. No, I should not have to. But if I need to, it's no problem for me to jump in.
No, that's a good point, because I think everything is temporary. You never know what the situation is going to be. And like you said, when you need to jump in, somebody's going to have to do it at the end of the day. So I definitely do side with, what Edwina says about in the beginning is different when dating as opposed to when married. So it's just everything's temporary. You got to be able to hold your own. So then if times do change and you have to be the breadwinner or the leader of the household, you can do that, because I mean, accidents happen, people get fired every day, the just economy changes. So
People
it's
get
like,
sick.
damn, what are we gonna do? Yeah. It's like, what you gonna do when you need to be the one that's the one?
Exactly.
Good.
Exactly. And I feel like with the 50-50, when you marry somebody, you're marrying your best friend. And as women, we're not going to shortchange our best friend. You know what I mean? If we're, like you said, if we're going to go to a nice restaurant and treat our friend, we're going to treat our friend. So why can't we do the same thing for our spouse? I know if I want to say, hey, Dominic, let's get our nails and toes done, I'm going to treat her to the best. So, and she's my friend. So your spouse should be your friend where you do the exact same thing. So, and that's like I said, that's how I do things. I'm all about the 50-50. I'm all about when you're down, I have your back. Let's save money together. Let's stack money together. Let's build an empire together. That's just me.
I have no, I have no issue, and I have no problem, as I've said a few times during this conversation, with the jump in. I've been in situations, I've been in relationships where I made more money than the person that I was dating, and I didn't look at them any less for what that was. It just is what it is. Not everybody, has the opportunity to get those corporate jobs and to be six figures and whatever. No, not a lot of people have the opportunity to understand what it means to save your money and all of that, because you're constantly in the middle of, trying to get caught up to the next thing. You're always behind, and it's a borrow from Peter to pay Paul. I mean, we've wound up in those, situations too, when things have gotten stressful and terrible and all that. So knowing all sides of it, I guess, what I'm saying ultimately is I can understand it. I do think that the 50-50 rule is something that you don't just spring on your significant other. That's something that y'all have had to have conversations about. They need to know where you stand with it. You need to know where they stand with it. You can't just one day be like, the bill is due. Like, who you gonna pay this? If that was normally something that you were doing anyway, if normally you set up automatic pay and the gas bill was coming out of your account and whatever, but now, dude's making all this money. So you feel like, why should I have to spend my money on these types of things if he has the money to take care of it? And if that means that I can then save my paycheck and just bank and bank and bank and bank and bank and bank and bank, because you never know what's going to happen. Like you just never know what's going to happen. We might be able to use it for something that's exciting and fun, to take a trip around the world for 2 months. We might be able to build our dream house, but not have a crazy mortgage because we were able to pay for most of the house in cash and we just have a tiny mortgage, which is fine. but you have to have these conversations and these discussions in the beginning. You can't just spring it on and then have an expectation. And if your expectation is you should never have to come out of your pocket to pay for anything, whether you have the money for it or not, then that's a whole nother issue that exists in your relationship. And yeah, it is going to cause problems and arguments and disagreements and whatever. It's tough when money is tight. It's tough in the household because everybody's stressed about the bills, and then you're trying to figure out, well, what's priority? Well, having a roof over our head and food to eat, that's priority. We can always call Georgia Natural Gas and get an extension. We can always call the water company and be like, hey, don't shut us off right now. Give us, another 30 days. I mean, there's things that can be done. But I'm talking about people that just blatantly, absolutely, positively got $2.5 million sitting in their bank account and they not paying nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, that's a
And
good
won't pay
point.
anything.
You can't
And
just
they,
leave that up in the air, because just from like, I get on Twitter a lot, so I always read little, just reading people's thoughts. And you will be surprised how divided the guys are when it comes to being providers. It's like half of them know that's a man's job, is to be a provider. But then it's like the other half are like entitled, and they will let the girl pay for everything if she's willing to, and if that's cool with her, like they will just say, hey, well, let me save my little ducats. And, they will. So it's kind of like, as a woman, you can't just leave that up in the air. Like you said, Brenda, you have to have a plan on, hey, this is where we're headed. This is how it, and set it up, or else, it's just going to be up in the air. And it's like, well, when that bill comes around, who's going to grab it? It's like, mm-mm.
And Natalie, you've talked about, you have a close relationship with your dad, and then you have a lot of family members that are together, that are, they didn't split, they didn't separate and divorce and all of that. So there's a lot of unity that exists there. Do you
Mm-hmm.
think that had anything to do with your ideas as far as what a man should be doing? I mean, I grew up with my dad in my house as well, and so my parents were married. My parents waited a couple years before they had my sister and I. They built the house first. Like they checked all the boxes of all the things that they wanted to do, because they wanted to make sure that they weren't in the situation of struggle and how are we going to take care of X, Y, and Z and all of that. And so even though my dad worked an excellent job and made terrific income, so did my mom. But my mom was never expected to pay the mortgage or to pay the bills or to whatever. My mom was, hey girls, let's go to Macy's and let's, she's taking us shopping, and like how you dress, when you're 9 and when you're 11 and 12 and things like that, and had money to do so. And then my parents also, they kept separate accounts, but they also had a joint account. And the joint account was their like whatever account. So if for some reason you don't have enough to do what you need to do, then you can dip into the joint account and you can handle it and take care of it. And I think, Edwina, the other day you were talking about, your parents in the joint account. Your mom, as a courtesy and out of respect, says, hey, is it all right if I pull X, Y, and Z out of the account? And your dad's like, oh, you don't have to ask, you don't have to ask. And so I think there's a mix of that's going on. But there's also this weird expectation that it should always only just fall on the dude to take care of all the bills. But we haven't had the conversation as to why that is. Why do we have that expectation? Or why is that the case? When you work in a job and you're actually making income, you're not just home with children not making money. And then we've got the moms that are home with children and still going to get that check. So, I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I think what I've seen, just by experience in my family, it's been like a team effort. Like it's planned, like, okay, you have this, you're taking care of the household. I feel like when it comes to like my great grandparents, like in the olden days, it was more like the women are staying at home. But it's like now what I see from my grandparents, my aunts, and my parents, and on down, it's like more of a team effort. Like whoever can do it, okay, we're gonna do it. Or we both working, we're both getting paychecks, we're putting that in the joint account. With the joint account, that's gonna take care of all the bills, all the necessities. But then if, each person has their own separate account as well, they still have something to fall back on if things didn't work out between them too. So it's just like I agree with the 50-50 when it comes to marriage, because it's like everybody should be able to bring something to the table and it's for all of us essentially. So why are you being selfish with anything? This is for us, so it's going to be for us. But I feel like, in the dating scene, when things aren't as serious, then yes, if a guy is pursuing a woman, then he should be ready to show her that, hey, I can take care of these things up front. So then as you start to care for him more, you're not going to allow him to just be pulling all the way anyways. So it's like, I feel like in the beginning, a man should show you that, boom, I can do all this. I can. But as things get more serious, it's not like a good woman is going to let him anyways. So
Exactly.
that's how I think.
Yeah.
I think back in the day, though, it was different. Granddad, dad, granddaddy, daddy. It was just different back in the days. Stuff was not as cheap as back in the days. Okay, like nowadays, everything is higher. The prices are going up. It's just to set a real expectation. Like you don't know what might happen to your partner tomorrow. He might break a leg. God don't let it happen. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Then you have to be the one to take over the whole thing. It's kind of like where some people are saying, okay, well, back in the days, my granddad used to take care of my grandma. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the same as, things have changed. And I just feel like people take it too literal. Like, but everybody's relationship is different, and I feel like you can't base your relationship like on other people's relationship. Like I know some people be like, well, they'll look at somebody else's relationship and see what they doing, and they want to have that type of relationship. But if it doesn't work for you, if it's not going to fit your situation, then you can't go by that. You know what I'm saying? You have to go by what fits you. And we have a guest in the room.
What up?
Hey.
What up?
Hey, Jonathan.
Hello.
Hey, Jonathan.
Kids is on here. They need to exit stage left. Real shit now. Real shit. Real shit.
Okay.
Cuz. We
What
talking
happened?
about this 50 rule.
Huh?
We talking about this 50-50 rule.
Okay.
So you going half with your significant other?
Yeah, especially if she making the same amount of money I'm making here, we're going half.
I just told you, nigga, you make the money to take care of the household, though.
Say that again?
You make the money to take care of the household, though.
If I make all the money to take care of the household here, I don't need her then.
No, that ain't the case. That ain't the case. Don't say that, because there's men out here that take care of their full households.
And ask me how they living though, outside of the household.
What you mean?
Can they go? Can they go anywhere?
Yeah, they can go.
Yes.
Can we cross on here?
Yeah, we can go. We can.
I just told you, because I ain't
Hold on.
trying to be funny, baby. It's tea tonight, honey. I told you. Tell the kid.
All right. What nigga pay all the bills in the house, but still turn around and ask his wife or girlfriend for some money at the end of the week? That's stupid as hell to me just to go somewhere. And especially if she in the house all day, or especially if she working. Okay, if you working, and let's say if you work at McDonald's, I don't expect for you to pay a lot. But if you making The same amount I'm making, hell yeah, we going in 50-50 because look, all my money going on bills, and what you doing? Stacking your money just for me to turn around and ask you for some at the end of the week.
That's what I said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm glad we have a man in here.
So that's
Yeah.
crazy to me.
That
And
is,
honestly, I don't see how guys do it.
But some people say that, you know, when you're in a relationship and you talking about going 50-50 with a nigga, I mean, that's like, you know what I'm saying, for real. That's like having a roommate. What the fuck I need you for?
Man, the
What
ones
the
who
fuck I
don't go
need
50,
you for? I don't need no roommate.
the ones that don't want to go 50-50 living in the past, that one goddamn you can buy a whole bunch of groceries for $50.
Dominique was just saying that too.
No, life has changed now. Especially if you got kids too, so you doing all this by yourself.
Yo, I feel you. I'm just playing because I'm gonna be honest. Ain't nobody ever paid my whole way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even lie. Nobody paid my way. Ain't nobody ever went 50-50. I ain't never got a break. Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm able to sit at home and somebody take. And like you said, not to be honest, anybody that know me know I wouldn't do it anyway. Because like you said, because I'm not fit. Man, I wish I would ask a motherfucker for something. Come on now. I'm not fit to do it.
It's cool. It's cool if a dude doing it, let's say for a couple of months, because they old lady or whatever might have lost their job or something. But you talking about for permanent, man? Please.
Well, no, that's what I said. You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather stay by myself because hell, what I'm paying all the bills for, and I ain't done because I'm constantly working. Yeah. If you gonna give away money like that, hell, you might as well stay by yourself or live in your car one.
And I think those people don't never get nobody. I mean, because they'll just be like, you know what I'm saying? If I got to pay 50-50 on something, then I might as well stay by myself. Well, some people do that though.
Yeah, that's on that roommate type situation.
Yeah. Completely. What they say, God put people in your life for a reason. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. So if I'm paying 50, if I'm doing all of it by myself, so don't holler when you say it's time to go somewhere and your ass got to sit in the house because I'm broke.
Right. I was just talking about that. I said the same thing. Like when he broke, what you gonna do then? Because that's when the fussing and fighting start, and you can't even enjoy your relationship because now y'all arguing all over the house about money.
Yep. And then they're gonna find out she got a side nigga.
So let's say that you are a man is pulling majority of the weight. Do you think you get to tell a woman what to do or like try to handle her? Like let's say you are paying all the bills in the household.
No, hell no. Hell no, because I'm still going to treat you with the same respect. But I know one day I'm like, I ain't going to be paying all the bills and I ain't him. As simple as that.
You know what? As crazy as it is, you know when I called you and told you about this, I was really like, this the person to ask because you say that. But I also see you being like the person that at the end of the day, I know you. You gonna step up. If your household need it, you gonna step up and you gonna make sure it's taken care of.
It'd be different if she's like, okay, we go in 50-50. And let's just say 1 week she's short. Hell yeah, I help you because you've been doing it for the longest. Right. I help you, but it ain't finna be every time I walk through the house, there's a new damn bill on the table and I'm looking like where the fuck it come from and it came from you. I ain't cheap no more. Water ain't cheap. I don't know where half of y'all women stay at, but shit, in Birmingham, a sewage bill higher than the damn power bill.
Yeah.
You ain't never lied, baby. Glad that included.
I feel like this generation here need 50-50.
Yeah.
So like they say, your kids be fly, but you don't. Because now they know you taking care of household. Now you go somewhere with your family, everybody look good, but your dust bag, because you paying all the bills.
Boy, you stupid.
What's that?
You stupid.
Now, if Shawty in college, that's different. She in school or whatever, that's different. Or she got a job that ain't, I guess, making the right amount of money. Hell yeah, I step up and do majority of it. But if me and her on the same pay, making the same pay rate, or she still bringing in decent money, man, please.
But what about okay? Because I actually had somebody, a friend, say this. You know, they paid all the bills in the household, but what happened was when they needed, you know, what I'm saying, like let's say they did hit a rough patch. You know, what I'm saying, they wanted that financial, like, because you've been able to stack your, like you said, you've been able to stack your money. You've been putting, you should have been, because you ain't paying bills, so you should have been, you know, every time you get paid, you should have been tucking a little to the side. So when a rough patch came. And then nigga came to you and was like, you know what I'm saying, let me get a G or whatever the case may have been. Like, yeah, I got him too when he told me about it. I'm like, but I can see that. Because, you know what I'm saying, damn, you know what I'm saying, like, what the fuck you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying, he paying all the bills.
That's all cool, though. But ain't no nigga finna ask his woman for no damn money. Not no real one for real, because they're just a guy pride. The hell like walking in the house like, baby, you got $40. I need to put some gas in my car.
Don't act like that shit.
You'll be surprised. You'll be there. There are some men. There are some men.
That shit don't happen.
Okay, let me say this. There are some married men that will ask for more than $40.
Come on. Okay? Like,
and there are some women that are paying actually more of the bills and childcare and everything else, and the man will still ask for money.
That's a regular ass relationship, you ask me.
I'm just being honest. We're gonna keep it real. I'm just saying, because there's some women out here that will pay the mortgage, the light bill, water bill, daycare, and car note, and the man is working, and they will come around and spend their money on whatever they have, and still come and ask for money. I'm just being honest. This is what I experienced from myself.
Gucci shoes and
this
Gucci
is what I experienced from myself. This is what I experienced from myself, and then expect you to still. They spend their money on whatever, and then they want a haircut. They want shoes. They want the latest clothes.
Man, if a dude,
believe it or not, there are some women out there that will do it. Learning experience for me, but there are some women out there that will feel like she has to do it. She's obligated because she's married to somebody.
Yeah, cause we both on the floor.
I guarantee you, that nigga can't even open up the refrigerator unless she tell him.
What you say? Don't touch my shit. Don't touch my shit.
That nigga can't open up the refrigerator unless she tell him. Oh, hey, he probably ain't got a key. Goddamn call when you around the home.
Bingo! Bingo! Motherfucker ain't got no key. Motherfucker ain't got no key. He ain't got no key. He gotta let me know.
A woman doing all that there, as soon as they get in the argument, guess what first thing she gonna holler and say? The fuck I need you for? I'm doing everything.
But why they in a relationship to begin with?
My point.
This just sounds honestly, like a mess.
I feel like the guy supposed to do, I say majority, but all of it, shit. Man, please. If you look at these cats who say, as a matter of fact, I ain't gonna say that, but I'm gonna put it like this here. Some of these cats I know that paying all the bills in their house, them motherfuckers can't even take a day off from work because they looking for every dime to come through there. Man, please. And y'all wonder why they dying from heart attacks and shit. Hell, they working all their life just for her to sit in the house. You crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. I'm out here working all day and I call her ass tell me she's still in the bed watching goddamn TV. Man, motherfucker, I'm gonna call straight down to the chart and tell them cut that shit off.
Now, I can say this. If you guys have an agreement or y'all say she's gonna stay home, I do feel like the house should be clean. The kids should be taken care of, and your dinner is supposed to be already made. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's how I feel. If you guys make that agreement to stay home, I'm big on that. Just don't be lazy and not fold the clothes if you're home for 12 hours. That's just dumb to me. You know, make yourself different. Useful.
What that is, Edwin? That's different.
Edwina.
No, thank you, because I sure fucked that up. But that's different, okay. Though. That's an agreement, though. But if y'all think about it, y'all girls, talk to some of y'all homegirls, or just listen to what they got to say. Man, have no motherfucker come in a relationship telling the guy what they gonna do and he gonna do it. Oh, I ain't paying no bills. Or this the bill I'm gonna pay. Man, you're crazy as hell.
Yeah.
But I mean, you say that, but I'm being honest. I'm gonna be real here.
I know a lot of guys that go through this, and I just sit back and look and wonder why you can't take trips, you can't hang with the fellas and shit because you ain't got no money. But I guarantee you, when her homegirl call her motherfucking ass out that door and you still sitting in that couch with a hot dog in your hand.
I mean, it's just, is different strokes for different folks. I think people really just don't understand how important it is to have these types of conversations. And when you're talking about the 50-50 rule, I mean, right now we sitting here, we're talking about the finance part, but we haven't even gotten to the 50-50 rule as far as actual contributions and participation in the actual relationship. What if you're dealing with someone that is going through something emotionally because they got 4 family members in ICU with COVID, and yeah, they working from home, but everybody had to take a mandatory 35% pay cut. So that person that you're dealing with, that you're in a relationship with, or that you're married to, is going through a lot of things emotionally, and we're not even talking about the finances. So when the 50-50, if you talk about the 50-50 rule, they don't got 50 to give you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if they don't have 50 to give you, then what you gonna do?
Yeah.
You get mad, you arguing, like, what are you doing? Or are you picking up the pace and closing the gap between the distance and y'all, not keeping receipts about it? Because that's the part that gets real shitty, is when people start keeping receipts about what they done did for you. Well, I did this for you, and I was there for you, and and XYZ. No. If you gonna do it, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
If you not, then you not.
Yeah.
But there's different parts to this 50-50 rule. Right now, as I said, we're on the finance part, but there's other things that come into play, honey.
Yep.
I feel you where you coming from with that. But hell, if you need help, I will help you. But finance wise, man, you ain't sending, man, shit. Oh, man, please. I ain't no way in hell I can come in the house and give you my whole check like you just went to work. Man, please. Now, like you said, somebody in the ICU, hospital, whatever. Okay, boom. You ain't been working the way you normally work. What bill you got to pay this week? I pay it. But me just walking through the house because you say I don't want to work because you make enough money. Shit. Well, you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be in my own house.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just telling y'all, this a whole new generation. This ain't when our grandparents were growing up. Grandmama stayed in the house all day. Shit. It take 2 now. Yeah. 2 incomes. And please don't have no children. Because now you got to think about sports, school clothes. Hell, if you barely paying the bills at home, how the hell you going to buy school clothes? How they going to play sports? They're going to be running around like each other
now. It's really hard for, black man right now. It is. Yeah. It's not the same.
It's really hard to pay that $450 for football as well.
Okay.
It's hard.
Okay.
I mean, it's not that we don't want to do it, and it's not that we're not able to do it, but that's very expensive. So that's where it comes from. You got to be committed to this. This can't be they sending you home with an instrument and telling you that you in band. Nope, we're gonna revert that right back, send this instrument right back, and we're gonna go to chorus. This child that I have is passionate about football, and every opportunity that he has to do a training camp or learn different techniques or figure out how to boost up or whatever, he doing it. So we're gonna support his dream. So if supporting his dream means that I'm not wandering around Saks off Fifth and Phipps and whatever else, trying to find myself a little something that I don't even need anyway, then I'm happy to do it, because my child has a need that's more important than that bag or that pair of shoes or whatever else. But it is expensive. And when you just said adding the kids into the mix, that's a whole different ball game. The expenses with that are crazy, and they come out of nowhere. I mean, we got with the football one that I just talked about. We had to pick him up early from school Monday because he was sick, had to take him to the doctor, COVID swabs, rapid test, regular test, flu test, all this stuff, medication, everything else. I think that altogether was like $600 and something because it was out of network.
Okay, and think about when you come through the house and you see a bill on the table for $600 something.
Exactly.
And knowing you struggling now because you paying all the bills, man, that's another damn headache.
A lot of people don't realize how much kids are until they actually bring them home. Because, you know, women, you have to recover like 6 to 12 weeks anyways after having a child. So that right there is a lot of responsibility on your spouse as well. People don't think about that until you bring the child home and your spouse like, are you going to go back to work? Are you going to go back to work? I'm like, I just had a baby. Can I heal first for a couple of months?
I feel like
and then go back to work?
If a guy, baby mama, wife, whoever she want to be, side piece, whoever, when she out for them damn 6 weeks, I feel like you should help her because she can't go to work. But when them 6 weeks over, when you need to make sure your work clothes iron because you can go work.
Honey, you add another 6 weeks onto that if she got to have an emergency C-section. So 6 weeks is just your regular, we pushed them out delivery. But if you got complications and you got to have a C-section and you got NICU and all this other stuff involved, you got an additional 12 weeks of recovery time. That's 3 months. That's a long time. It's a long time.
I think the max should be 3 months. That's just my personal opinion. 3 months. The baby has the shots by then. Go back to work. Personal opinion. See, I like to work, so I don't mind. I don't mind going back to work after having a child, but I'm not going to go back after 6 weeks. I think that's too early.
Yeah,
you know.
That's fine. I agree with that, but I don't know who was talking. Go ahead.
Sorry, that was Brenna. What if they messed my back up, Edwina, trying to give me that epidural? Like literally, my back is messed up.
But see, Brenna, the conversation, and I understand that, but the conversation is us having stress on our spouse, and that's extra income for a child. And I said, I felt like just when you bring a child home from the hospital, that stress alone, because a man doesn't really comprehend, oh my God, I'm gonna have to take this load for the next 3 or 4 months. What do I do? When they're used to 50-50 and then that stops for 4 months, that can really weigh on a man. Like that can take a man into a depression, because believe it or not, men can go into depression when a woman has a baby as well, because they're not used to everything that's going on. They're not used to, oh my God, I got to make sure the light bill is paid while the lights are off. I forgot. I'm sorry. I had to go get formula for you. So men don't think how women think. They think on one thing. That's it. We pay most of the bills. We take care of the responsibilities. So adding a newborn onto it, as you're saying, I'm trying to recover, he's like the Tasmanian devil. He don't know what to do.
And hell, I'm in depression when you tell me you're pregnant. So I already know what's coming with that.
Oh my goodness.
I can't stand your ass.
He's like, what, you pregnant? Oh man.
Because I think about every dollar that's in the car, but damn, a newborn ain't cheap.
No, that's what I said. That's where the stress come on.
Nah, I ain't down to nobody who work at a fast food restaurant and all that though. But think about if you making, let's say, minimum wage. Now I'm paying the bills in the house because it ain't no 50-50 rule. Okay, boom. Now you out, I got to put, let's just start from here. I'm paying all the bills because you pregnant or whatever. Now I'm paying all the bills because there ain't no 50-50 rule. Now I got to help you buy maternity clothes, maternity, paternity, whatever it is. I got to help you buy them clothes. I got to help you buy whatever else you need because you don't have it. So I can't let you walk around looking slouching, knowing my baby in your stomach. Now they going to look at my baby like it's going to be a little regular baby. So I got to keep you up. And then women, when y'all get ready to go in labor, I got to get my hair did. Now there's more money he got to pay out. And back to you, who that was. Brenda, when you said something about them messing up your back, don't worry about that, because here, they're going to be a lawsuit soon as you get well. So we'll be all right.
He said a lawsuit. Brenda, keep that bad back.
Stupid.
It ain't going nowhere. It's messed up for life.
So when you get that lawsuit, both of us can sit our ass in the house. Hey, and guess what? That's 50-50.
So we gonna take this 5.5 million minus the 25% we gotta pay the attorneys and whatnot. We gonna bank the money and see me. I'm gonna be like, let's get out of debt. Let's pay off this house. Let's pay off whatever we got outstanding. Let's pay it off, and then the rest we gonna bank it. We gonna invest it. We gonna flip it. We gonna figure out a way to make this bad back work for us because it's painful, and she hurting right now as we speak. Tylenol does not help me.
Grandma, don't hit my shit because this ain't nothing but liability. Keep on bagging up.
Now that he's speaking about liability, I mean, I guess in some situations you become a liability when you're not working instead of an investment.
Woo, Fred.
No.
And baby, you gotta watch those
I
liabilities.
felt that.
You gotta watch them liabilities, honey.
Yes, Jesus.
But ladies, real talk. If y'all want to do to pay more than 50%, man, let that man know up front.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's what I said. I said that.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I said that. I said during the dating stages, before you guys make that big step to get married, you have to have that conversation with him and say, hey, this is what I expect out of you. This is what I would like out of you. Please give me your input on it as well. So I did say that in the beginning.
If he get his ass up from that dinner table, you know he ain't paying no all the bills. Now if he sit there, y'all got a 50-50 thing going on.
Let me ask this question. So we talking about 50-50 and we're still in the finance aspects of it. So let's say you have an agreement with your spouse or your significant other as far as the bills. And let's say that they have the money, right? They have the money to be able to take care of the essential household bills. So my thing is, if he paying the mortgage and the light bill and and everything else, like the least my ass can do is go to Kroger and Publix and whatever, make sure the groceries are done and blah, blah, blah. But let's say I'm an entrepreneur, which I am, right? Let's say that I have a bunch of different opportunities that I'd like to use my money that I've been stacking and saving to go ahead and do what I need to do for these different businesses. Would you rather I do that? Or would you rather I come to you and be like, babe, I need blah, blah, blah to pay the attorney for the XYZ and for the tax stuff and to incorporate and to buy this and to do that and whatever? Would you rather I'm coming to you and asking you for that when you know that I've got it because I've been saving and I've been banking, I've been taking care of little stuff, but my focus has been on growing my business and doing what I need to do and spending that money for my business, which ultimately is going to help the whole household. How do you feel about that?
That's cool. Do what you got to do to help yourself in the future. Well, don't spend all. Well, I shouldn't say that. Well, don't spend all your money at one damn time now because you never know what the outcome might be. So now you back over here.
I'm not talking about shopping and buying bags and shoes and whatever else. I'm talking about actual business investments. I'm talking about if I need a commercial space. If I need a commercial space, that I'm getting a commercial space. If I have to pay $3,000 for licensing for a product that I've got coming out, I'm talking about I'm using my money for things like that, not just to be cute for the gram. I'm actually spending money for my business, which ultimately helps the both of us. Wouldn't you rather I take the money that I've already been saving and use it towards that? Or you want me to be coming to ask you and saying, hey, I got to do this. I got to do this with Georgia Department of Revenue. I got to do X, Y, and Z. That don't make no sense.
No, I'd rather for you to use your money without coming to ask me. Because if you ask me too many times in 1 month, I'm going to tell you the ATM closed. So you doing right because, hey, it's going to help all of us in the long run.
But hold on, are you saying you're not paying bills at this time because you're building your business?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying I'm not paying. I'm not saying I'm not paying any bills at this time. I'm saying
she
I'm
did say
paying.
help out a little.
I pay small bills. It's like I said, like the least I can do is make sure that I go to Kroger and I grocery shop and I make sure that there's food in the house and I'm cooking and whatever else. I'm making sure that when that bill that comes through for having to go to urgent care to the doctor's office, then that's something that I just go ahead and take care of it because we have a flexible spending account for our health insurance and going ahead and doing that. So no, I'm not just sitting and not doing anything, cool. But the monies that I do earn for the things that I'm doing, I am banking my money. I'm not going on shopping sprees. I'm not going on tropical vacations. I'm not on somebody's yacht. I'm building a business as an entrepreneur and making the investments that I need to make for my business.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good.
I think that's two folds, though, personally. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's two folds. If it's new in the relationship, you got to have a sense of, you know what I'm saying, what you're trying to do. And the reason I say that is because I'm going to be real. I've never asked, with my businesses, I've never asked like a partner or anybody like for money. Now, they definitely made sure, you know what I'm saying, hey, what you need this for that, whatever. But I just feel like it's two folds. And I'm not trying to be funny or nothing like that. But again, baby, I'm always be T. And because you can vouch for this as well. Most of us, like this kind of age group here, let's be real. Motherfuckers not paying medical bills, okay? Medical bills is on folks' credit. Motherfuckers not paying medical bills, okay?
Maybe in my 20s I went paying. Now hell no, speak for yourself. Maybe in my 20s I went paying no damn medical bill. When I seen I got them credits go down to a 500, I started paying.
We just bought a house, so we couldn't have no medical bills.
But I'm saying, unless you're doing stuff like that, when people out here calling UAB, I'm just being real. Yeah. Like I'm not trying to be funny. When y'all calling Kaiser, like let's know everybody's not doing that as well. You know what I'm saying? Or taking their money and saying, oh, I got to pay off these medical bills, you know what I'm saying, or nothing like that, because I'm just being realistic. When I look at, you know what I'm saying, like you say, I'm gonna take care of making sure my credit and stuff straight. But when I look at bills, you know, I'm just being real. I don't do a lot of grocery shopping. It's just me. So even to say, oh, I'll get you some groceries, it might be all right. But I'm more the type person, I'm trying to be funny. I like my peace, and I like being able to tell a motherfucker to get out when I wanted them to get out. So I'm also the type, like, I'll tell somebody, especially early on, you can't pay my bills at my house. Now, if you want to say, hey, here's some money, you know, I get my hair done, you know what I'm saying, whatever, here's some money on that, that's fine. But you can't pay a light bill. Because when you get ready to leave or I get ready to put you out, you can't tell me, oh, I paid the lights this month. No, the fuck you did. No, the fuck you did.
Man,
you didn't pay a light.
You're crazy as hell.
You crazy as hell. I wish a nigga would.
Man, I wish I was a female and a nigga, and I'm talking to a nigga, and he tell me, goddamn, he gonna pay my light bill. Shit, leave it on the table. Cause shit, once I kick your ass, I'm kicking y'all. Your name ain't on shit.
To me, and just put on there a gift. That's what I want you to do. I didn't tell you you can send the money. I said send it to me and put a gift. Please don't put on there you paying my light bill, because then we're gonna have an issue. And I mean that. Say a gift.
Well.
Just say I need your money, and when he cash app you, just use it on the light bill. You know, usually a good man will cash app you once a month, then spend on the light bill. You don't have to time that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying
that's what I would have done.
Don't put light bill in the subject, though. Just put guilt.
Yeah, don't put light bill now. Because some guys, they will hold it over your head. So I agree with you. So when they cash out you, say, okay, thank you.
I pay bills here. I stay here. I'm gonna go to sleep.
That's little boys though, hold it over your head.
What the fuck? No, you don't. You don't pay bills here, sir. Now that's
little boy.
You don't pay bills here.
Well, there are a lot of little boys. There are a lot of little boys in their 30s then that feel like they're obligated to stay at people's house and pay no bills.
Man, you can't. No, man.
But think about this here. I got 3 kids. I got a dog. I got a cat. Just the bill to take the animals to the vet is as expensive as taking the kids to the doctor, and I got insurance on the kids. So
your animals ain't got no free clinic.
I mean, I'm sure they got them free clinics, but I'm not waiting, till next April on the 17th when they gonna be able to get their shots. Like if the cat is sick, he's sick. If the dog is sick, then she's sick. If I gotta travel and I gotta put them up and I gotta board them because I don't have nobody to come over and watch them and walk them and take them out and feed them and all that other kind of stuff, that's expensive. My kids are hungry every 5 minutes. Edwina and Dominique, y'all was at my house 4th of July. One of the reasons why I made so much damn food is because every 5 minutes my kids are hungry. And I'm like, I don't want to be in a situation where we ain't got no food left because everybody's kids didn't get to eat. Kids eat. They eat. I could be like, don't eat
especially
no more.
Boys.
Right.
Oh.
And I got 3 of them. I got 3 boys. It's expensive. I spent a lot of money when I go to
you'll be paying the grocery bill. You talking about they eat like that. Woo! See, your grocery bill gonna equal up the rent. Hell yeah, you don't need to pay no bill. Just keep groceries in the house. They eating every goddamn 5 minutes. Fucking around with me, it'll be a lock on that goddamn cabinet. Cause we gonna slim this down here.
Like a second damn mortgage, but I gotta have one eating the right way because he's playing football. I can't have him passing out on the field. He gotta eat. He gotta have his protein. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure that he's straight and he's taken care of. That shit is expensive.
That's true. But I put it like this here. A guy should see the weight that his lady picking up or doing to help them out. Damn the 50-50. If you see your old lady, you see her struggling, you see groceries getting ate up the way it's getting ate up because we got hungry ass kids. I feel like you should cut her some slack on that part. But
some men don't
sitting in the house saying you don't want to work, the bill's on you, you the man of the house, shit, you might well pack your shit up and leave. Because that nigga ain't out there helping you cut no damn grass either. She just sitting her ass in the house. I guarantee you, if you call her and ask her what was on TV, she can tell you.
Listen, if that man can call people to come over here and cut this damn grass, then I can call maid service to come over here and do that deep clean.
But who gonna pay for it?
Not me.
See what I mean? Now you back in the man pocket.
No. But in that part,
I'm not paying for that.
In that part, I do. I don't bash the people who do that because I feel like if you have a lot on your plate, you taking care of children, all this and all that, you might get too stressed out. So sometimes it's good to have that help. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't even got no kids, and honey, as soon as I can afford a maid, I'm getting a bitch.
I got a broken knee, and I have a multi-level home. So to go up and down steps and do 6 bathrooms and all this shit don't make no damn sense.
But
I can clean up the kitchen after I cook, and I can vacuum, and I can set the robot vac to go ahead and do its thing. But that deep clean, when you doing baseboards and you bent over and all that, I can't do that shit. My back is fucked up and my knee is fucked up. So we can pay somebody to do it once a month.
Brenda, there are certain ways you can pay for somebody without being too expensive.
Yeah, it is. It is that way. Because I know people now.
Because honestly, I go to Groupon. Call me cheap, whatever. I go to Groupon to find somebody to clean the house because it's like, okay, you're getting your house clean and it's at a good price. So I can't complain because I'm not doing it. So it depends on what your standards are. If you're okay with just anybody cleaning your house, then go on Groupon. You know,
I don't care for that.
I
don't care for that. I know people steal. And
no, but you're supposed to be at the house while they're cleaning up.
Man, shit, if I got to walk around and watch you clean up every spot you do here, I might as well do it.
I mean, I don't got to sit around and watch you, but I mean, we got cameras, we got security. Like, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I put the shit in the safe. I'm not worried about it. You come once a month. You got once a month, and you got a team of 6 people that come. So you got 2 people for every floor that come, and you knock it out in 2 hours. Shit, that would take me all day to do that shit, and then I wouldn't be able to do anything else the rest of the week. I would be completely exhausted.
That's a pretty big spot for you to do it on your own, and you got back problems. I'm just being honest. Like,
oh, you got back problems for real.
But you've seen it. Like, you've seen my house, so you know. Like, it ain't no. If you have something that's going on, which I do physically with my back, and then having had the knee surgery just a couple of months ago, me hopping up and down the steps to do all the different levels and cover all the, the bedrooms and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm fine with doing the main level. So where y'all come in at, and the main level, and then it opens up into the patio and the kitchen, I can handle that all by myself. I can clean my bathroom by myself. I can vacuum. I can do those things. But the deep cleaning, these windows and the 2-story window, I can't. I'm not getting on no ladder to clean no windows like that and fall and break something else. Well, I'm still waiting on my $5.5 million back settlement. Like, I'm not doing it.
Okay, I get what you saying, but if you got a man, you ain't gonna read on that damn ladder anyway.
True.
But he like I'm making XYZ money. What I look like getting on a ladder. I make XYZ money. What I look like mowing the lawn. But I could just pay somebody to do it.
Okay, that's different more than lawn, because he might not have time. Bobby, damn, if I come to the house and see you on the ladder and I'm just gonna walk right past you. Or if I call you, video call you, you on the ladder. Damn, they couldn't wait till I got to the house? Man, you don't need to be on no ladder cleaning no damn windows either. Now, everything else, okay, if you want to do it, do it. But being on a ladder cleaning some windows, cleaning gutters, man, please. So, like, I have a man in the house. That's a man job. No. I'm
not getting on no ladder. I'm not changing light bulbs. I'm not doing that stuff. That's your stuff that you can do. Yeah. I'm not getting on the ladder to get the dust off of the ceiling fan. Like, that's when they come, they get the dust off the ceiling fan. They get on the ladder. I'm not doing it and falling and breaking nothing else.
Damn, you got a high ceiling.
It is high. It's kind of crazy. And I'm not getting on no ladder to do it.
Every house I've been in, I can lift my hand up and clean the goddamn ceiling. I need to see your roof.
You is retarded, okay? Pure retarded. You're retarded as fuck, matter of fact.
Yeah, that's it.
Did he just say he could touch you?
Yes, retarded ass.
I'm pretty tall too. Shit, they don't even need no ladder.
Yeah, I was about to say your ass. Yeah, you pretty tall.
We talked about the finance aspect of this. Now, when it comes to the kids and the chores, what do you expect from that person? Do you expect 50-50 too? Because I expect 100-100, and I'm just being honest.
100-100.
Yes,
I'm with you, Dominique, and I was right there. Edwina, when you were talking about how your dad cleans and he cooks full meals. There's, it's not 1842.
Correct.
I know what I was saying.
We not property any longer. No. You don't own us. We've made a decision to join ourselves together in a union because we believe in our relationship and we want to have a family. This is the family that we've chosen to create, and this is what we want to do. So yes, I'm expecting you to contribute.
Yeah, and that's where the 50-50 come in, because hell, okay, if you say you tired, you don't feel like cooking, you there with the kids, you probably went to work that day. I'll come home and cook. Now, don't complain about how that shit gonna taste. But I'll come home and cook.
But you at least tried. Least tried without rolling your eyes and doing nothing crazy. That's the point.
But that's the difference in what type of man you find too at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you might have a guy. You might have a guy that feel like a woman supposed to do every damn thing. I don't feel like that. I just feel like a little help will help, especially if you're not in that financial bracket, or you see your significant other being lazy, that's where the help come in. But if y'all working 50-50 and she say, baby, I don't feel like cooking today, and you don't want to get nothing to eat, I'll come home and cook. But at the end of the day, we go eat.
Yeah, right.
So that's different. That's goals 50-50 to me. Okay, boom. I'm short this week on such and such bill because of time at work. Okay, boom. Here go the rest of it. That's 50-50. But me just walking through the house, seeing your ass sitting on the sofa, eating, looking at TV, or you just don't want to work, man, that shit that ain't gonna fly. And then you'll be wondering why you getting cheated on. Man, no man don't come to no house and see no goddamn woman just constantly sitting in the same spot every day getting bigger.
Yo.
I'm just being honest. Don't no guy want to see that. Unless he say, baby, you can stay at home, I take care of everything. But if you're doing it,
what is she not getting bigger though? What is she maintaining her same size?
Man, don't no guy want to see you sitting at the house every damn day. He come through the door. Guys, where I work at. Some motherfuckers working 2 jobs because they don't want to make their woman get up and go get a job. Man, you're crazy as hell. So what you paying all the bills for? Just to say she got light?
Well, some people, religion-wise, feel like their woman should be home. I do know that much. There are some guys that feel like a woman should be home and a man should work. Religion reasons. So
I mean,
I
even
think
as a woman, I just think that, and I don't want nobody to think like I'm just like this hard up person. But honestly, I will be honest and say that just based on past experiences, again, like even with the cash out, it's not that, like my cousin was saying, when you like, hell, no, you ain't finna sit at my house and not give me nothing. Like, don't get twisted, baby. You're not finna sit here and not give me nothing. You're not going to come by my house every day and don't think you're finna leave something on the table. That's not going to happen. But what I'm saying is, you're going to also separate that shit. It's going to be a gift, especially if your name is not on my lease. If your name ain't nothing on nothing on here, and I'm not having anybody staying with me, then that's a gift. And it's a gift that, I would hope as a man, because you're coming to my shit, you're at my place, that you say, hey, let me just, like you said it, you don't have to see what my bills are. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't ask you anything on the bill. So you don't have to know that my light bill is, 120 or my water bill is 80. You don't have to know that, baby.
So T, what if you're getting into a serious relationship and a guy, he wants to be that man to help with most of the bills? Would you let him?
I don't know, Edwina, and I'm being honest right now. I don't know.
I know. I can respect that just because of. Right. I understand where you're coming from, because I asked myself the same question.
I don't know.
What's the intentions behind it? That's how I think. And how long would this?
And then, me and you have kind of had these one-offs. And like it is, I'm just being honest. It's kind of like. Like you said, right now in a space that I'm in, your intentions might be very pure. That's why I said no, what I'm saying? Like, you're going to still, give me something, but I'm so serious. When I tell y'all, I can show y'all my cash out right now.
Yeah.
I promise you, it says gift special dinner or something like that.
Yes.
It's never, I'm just giving you money. You know what I'm saying? Because what you're not going to say is that you were here paying all my bills, because the thing is, see, I built this by the grace of God. I built this without you. So I've already built my table is already here, baby boy.
Yeah.
My table already set. So even now I've gotten to the place where, not trying to be funny, I don't have to present myself to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, Edwina, at one point girls did, we were doing this, or maybe, felt like we needed to do this for a man. And I want to make him feel special, so I'm going to do this and that. And baby, I promise you, I'm definitely that person. I don't mind. Most of the times, I'm going to be honest, in my, in the past, anytime I went somewhere or did something, I'm being honest, it's pretty much been by me. So if it's, hey, this person's coming to the comedy club, or I want to go here, this event, what I'm saying? Honestly, a lot of times it's been me kind of getting it together.
Sponsoring it and putting it together. Right. And yes, I understand.
So my thing is just that it's already prepared. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with us conversating and everything every day. But what I don't do now is you can't just step in on what I got. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not one of those who, oh yeah, I need to come through. I need to come. No, you can't. No, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not 21 no, but like, I don't do the just, I'm finna pull up no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, where the fuck you stay at? I'm finna pull up on you. And then if you don't got a place to stay, how about we do this? How about you take me to dinner and we can get to know each other there? You don't need to come to my house, honey.
Yeah. Trust me, I agree, because it seems like, honestly, nowadays most guys want to do that. They want to come to your house first to see how you're living.
Yes.
To see what's going on in your house.
Yeah.
But they don't even have a house. I'm like, you live with who? Your
Zwina.
mother? Oh, okay.
But you need to get here to see what's going on. You
your sister?
See what's going on over here.
Oh, okay. Oh, you just left your ex house and you about to come to my house. Okay. I know.
Yeah,
but I feel like, honestly, if a man is really serious, he'll have his own foundation. That's just me.
I'm so serious. Like, that's where I'm at right now with it. I'm just being real. Let's not even discuss. Let's not even discuss this 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Let's not even
discuss how they should have a foundation before we even get to the 50-50. Because if a man doesn't have the right foundation before we get to the 50-50, how he's going to be able to do the 50-50?
Dwena, help me understand. You can't talk about a 50-50 with somebody, baby, who ain't even can't even stand on their own 2 feet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And sometimes we have those expectations where we want to see so much in a man, or want to see so much in a woman, or vice versa, whatever. We want to see so much in that person, baby. You setting yourself up. If you tell yourself that this man right now is not functioning fully by himself, and you asking this man to come with you,
and he's not getting cashed out by some other women,
you crazy? No, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, right now, show me. We can't even discuss the 50-50. Let's be whole by ourselves first.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Let's be whole by ourselves first. Then we can come together and maybe decide if we want to do some 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Or hey, we can bring our incomes together and build or create. I'm all for it. But what I'm not going to do is allow you to come in and want to be 50-50 with me, and you don't even have your own foundation.
And you haven't already established that. Exactly. And that's what a lot of women, even me included, we overlook it because we say, oh, maybe they're fall on hard times, which I understand people fall on hard times. And I said this earlier. I said, if my husband falls on hard times, I'm going to support him. I'm going to take over the bills. But that's my husband. He's not my boyfriend. You see? And when you meet a guy, it's like he really wants to know what kind of car you're driving, what kind of job you have. And, you go through a whole interview, and then when it's his turn, it's like questions. Yeah, it's the same questions. I'm like, I can't even check it off. You don't even have a car. You're catching the bus. Oh, my car's in the shop. Your car been in the shop for 2 months now. Stop lying.
And you want to talk about, and we can't even talk about that.
No.
We can't even start to talk about that. That's so far out of space right now. We can't even talk about that.
Yeah, exactly. So I understand where you're coming from. So that's why I said a man has to have his own foundation first. Job, car, paying his own bills, at least a year. At least on your own, without people cash apping him or his mom or his sisters. I'm just being honest, because men got cash apps too. They're like, hey, I'm desperate, I need a couple dollars. So, just on his own, really on his own, then we can talk.
Ooh, Edwina, you said a mouthful, because I don't know if that's, but that's like you stated. It's not to say that I'm not this person that won't help when it comes that time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to get that confused. But like you said, Edwina, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I've already put myself in that 50-50 game before.
Exactly.
and for years, baby. I'm talking years.
Oh, I understand. And then you got this with us as women, as all women, when we put ourselves in it, we're really in it. Like, we are loyal, we're committed, we're faithful. So not only are we taking on the bills, we're being faithful into a relationship. We're not stepping out. We're not going from man to man. This is just me. Yeah, we're not going from man to man. It's like we're in it. You're like, we're doing dishes, clothes, everything, kids. Like we're really into it for it to just crumble down, you know? But like I said, it has to start from the beginning with the foundation of him establishing his own foundation first.
There's a lot of chatter. I know Natalie says that she goes to Twitter. I like to go to Twitter as well, just to kind of see things that are posted, and things that might be different than just the news and what's going on with all these other things. But the relationship aspect of it, there is still a great divide and a great disconnect. And when you really read through comments and you really start seeing how people are responding to certain things, it's like, listen, sweetheart, like it's 2021. It's about to be 2022. We got a woman as a vice president. Like, it is not 1776. You did not marry me in the field because you was working in the field and I was in the house teaching the children. Like the expectation that I gotta have dinner on the table by 5 o'clock. That's the expectation. I think that's incorrect. If I have dinner on the table at 5 o'clock, it's because I want to go ahead and cook the meal. Because I'm tired and I don't want to fall asleep and it's 6:30 and then my kids are like, Mom, we're hungry, and I don't want to be hitting somebody's drive-through. I want them to eat healthy and I want them to eat proper. So
Brenda, I start mine at 6.
Girl, I mean,
no, I'm talking about 6 a.m. I do a lot of my on my crock pot.
Yes.
Before I even go to work, I just throw it in. And so when I get home around 4 o'clock, I'm like, yes, it's done. So I have nothing to worry about. You know?
The Instapot. I mean,
Instapot, the air fryer. That's my thing.
All these things that can help make your life easier. Yeah. But again, the clarification that I'm trying to put out here is I'm cooking and I'm making these meals not because you're expecting me to do it, but it's because it's what I want to do. We talked about love languages a while ago. Like, I'm an acts of service person. So for me, when I'm cooking good stuff for my family, good food that I know is healthy and it's delicious and everybody likes it and they going back and getting second bowls and Mom, like, that makes me feel good. That makes my day. That makes me happy. But if I'm too tired and I just can't do it, I just can't do it. And either Dad's going to give it his good old try and put something together and follow some of the recipes that I have tried to show you a million times in the air fryer or something else, or y'all are ordering from somewhere, I guess. I mean, but I do make the effort, and the effort is my choice, not because it's the expectation.
Yeah. But I mean, I definitely agree as far as stuff like that, and that's why I said, not to say that even in dating, even if you're not just staying with me, I still believe I mean, that's just who I am though. You know what I'm saying? If I know you were working all day, you know what I'm saying, and you need something to eat, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you want? Or, you know what I'm saying? I can pull up, bring you something. Like, that's just me, period though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, where you at? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pull up on you, bring you something to eat or whatever, like that.
That's me too. That's me.
Yeah, that's me anyways. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'll surprise you for lunch and just bring you lunch. Like, hey, what do you want for lunch? You want chili? I got you.
You feel that's
and I show up with some chili.
So I definitely agree. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tired, you know what I'm saying, carrying the load, you know what I'm saying? But that's just being present to me. You know what I'm saying? That's not even a 50-50 thing. That's just being present and being there, being in the time, being in the moment. You know what I'm saying? If you see, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying, I'm feeling a little ill, or, you know what I'm saying, I'm just real tired today, I just want to go get into bed, then, yeah, like, okay, what we doing for dinner tonight? You want me to go out and get you some? Or, that's just, to me, that's just common, though. I'm just being honest.
That's common sense. That's common sense,
right?
Yeah.
Common sense and being compassion. And that's one thing a lot of people don't have in any relationship. They don't have that compassion. You have to, like I said earlier, when you're in a relationship, you're being loyal, faithful, you have that compassion. You're vibing off their energy where they know, okay, they're tired. Let me not bother them. Even if my spouse come home from a long day at work, let me give my spouse 30 minutes so he can breathe.
Yeah.
Exhale all the just the toxins and the everything that he's going through from work. A lot of them we don't realize our men go through stuff at work as well. And then they have to come home and think about, oh my God, I gotta come home to this woman and these kids. So give them 30 minutes to breathe. Just and
Hey,
exhale everything out. You know what I mean?
I don't want to mess up your name again, but that's some real shit you just said.
Yeah.
What you
And
just said,
Rita,
I promise you, because I would drive
Yeah.
slow to the house.
Yeah. We don't think about that. So when we think about, oh my God, I gotta bug him with this, I gotta bug him with that, we think about our needs. And it's
Yeah.
not always about our needs. We have to think about how they've been through a lot at work. It's stressful on top of them trying to provide as a man, take care of the kids, and all their other personal issues they have that they're not even telling us. Because a lot of time men hold things to themselves. They don't express how they feel to us, you know?
Hey,
So we have
this
to really
this
think
might be
about
the
that.
last thing I say, but I heard somebody say something about if your spouse sick or ill. Put it like this here: if your spouse don't realize you sick and take up the slack or your part that you normally do,
Right.
and they don't do it, and still expect for you to do it once you get up, your ass need to recheck your relationship. That's just being honest, because hell, you gonna be doing this for the rest of your life.
They need
Yeah.
to leave
Yeah.
because
So,
that means if they're ever sick again, their spouse is not going to hold them down. They need to
yeah,
leave. You see?
your spouse,
If you're not going to be there when
yeah,
I'm sick, you don't need to be with me.
yeah.
Because
So,
it's literally death do us part. That means I need to be by your side when you're about to pass.
yeah, that's
That's
true.
just me.
So,
some true stuff spoken right there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot, and again, the expectations that come into play. It's like, would we have the wrong expectations if we were having the right conversations at the beginning? And
Mhm.
I
that's
don't
true.
mean I don't mean the first date at the bar or the second
Yeah.
date at the restaurant or the third date when we went for the walk in the park and the ice cream, but when you start realizing like,
Mhm.
hey, maybe this is going a little somewhere,
Mhm.
maybe this is a little bit more than casual, we might have the
Mhm.
potential to move forward
Man,
into an actual relationship. This is when you need to start, bringing the stuff out in front of them, right in front of you. How do you feel
let
about
me
this?
let me know the first date, cause my cousin to tell you, I don't eat at no cheap places. I ain't just gonna keep throwing no money away, and we ain't finna go no damn well. No, cause then then you don't be looking at you like, damn, she used me for a couple of meals. Let me know the first day. Shit, we gonna sit here and have a good talk. I don't wanna get too in your personal, cause I know it's the first day. But you can say, she, if this relationship was to go farther, what do you expect for me to do, or what do you
Exactly.
expect for your spouse to do? Then
Yep.
you'll know right then what you finna get yourself into before you keep having this man pay all this money for some food and leaving these tips.
And we don't have to go to no expensive ass restaurant. We can go play mini
I'm
golf
just saying me.
or something.
I'm
You know what I'm saying? But that's you.
yeah.
But your preference is you like to take your dates out to a nice restaurant. You like
Yeah.
to feed them well and
Because when
set
I
set the ambiance of what
Mhm.
could potentially
yeah,
be how it
because
is
when
because
I'm
you
trying to
want.
get to know you, I don't want to hear nobody over there calling each other bitches and hoes because we in these little regular restaurant. No, let's go somewhere we can be quiet and we can talk. Cause why? Cause I get distracted real easy. I ain't even gonna lie. So they can be over there arguing and cussing, baby dad again on the baby mama nerves. Now I forgot what the fuck you just told me. Now you mad at me. Oh, let's go somewhere quiet. And then another reason why I say that too, go to a casual type restaurant. Cause then you will know what type, how the girl dress, and the girl will know how that dude gonna dress. Because a ratchet chick gonna dress ratchet regardless. So, hey, there you go. So as soon as I see your ass walk through that door, you
All
gonna hear
she
some
need is a reason. All she
What?
need is a
How
reason.
she walked through the door looking where it's gonna be skirt? What's she wearing?
Shit, if she like a cat, man, you know already know a cat at a restaurant, you can't go nowhere with them damn what that is, them wrestling outfits y'all be wearing. Damn, what's the name of that shit, T?
What?
Them damn wrestling outfits. They fit tight.
The onesies?
Yeah, they one pieces.
The onesies?
Yeah, I mean you can't go nowhere with that shit on, man. You see these girls wearing all this now. I wish you would come in the restaurant with me with that on. Damn, now I know you ain't got no drawers on, so if I look at your ass, don't you get mad. It's as simple as that.
I can't stand you.
I can't even say he wrong because they actually do be wearing.
So if you meet a dude that, okay, tell him, he say, okay, what type of restaurant is this? It's like a casual restaurant. Any nigga know that's a button-down polo shirt, a Lacoste shirt or some shit like that, or slacks, some casual shoe. If this motherfucker coming out with a whole goddamn NBA outfit on, hell, you know then this ain't the dude for you. Hell no, first date. Nope.
What if that's that man swag now? Because you know I love a thug.
But damn that, a thug still know how to dress.
You right.
If you meet a thug and that nigga don't understand the word casual, you need to throw his ass a dictionary.
So that means you can't go anywhere with what is it, a bonnet and some slippers on, like most of these women do nowadays.
Yeah.
I see all the women with bonnets and slippers. I'm like, is this a new fashion statement?
Man, shit. Now y'all, man, I ain't gonna say y'all because I ain't never seen y'all.
They on a date
now,
between them? On a
yes,
date?
yes, they're out to eat.
Yeah.
Like she was in there with bonnet and slippers, and I was like, wow.
See, and that's
maybe I see that. Maybe I see them at Walmart. I see everybody at Walmart doing stuff like that, but not like when you go out to eat. Like I don't know.
See, it's depending on what restaurant you go to. If you go to
no, it
wasn't. You don't see shit like that.
No, it was what was it? The Memphis barbecue restaurant. It's in Dunwoody.
Oh, see, no, hell no. I like. No,
but I get what he's saying because he's saying you can't walk in Perry's Steakhouse like that.
Yeah,
like,
you can't walk.
You're not walking in Perry's Steakhouse with that on.
So
but
you
certain areas in Georgia, it's like you know not to have that stuff on. Like Dunwoody is, no offense, is mostly white. Like you won't ask Dominique, you won't see that in Dunwoody. You won't see that in Tucker. You'll see that like in College Park, maybe. You know what I mean? It's very odd to see it over on this side of town.
You got women that do that. You got guys that do that. So the first date will tell you everything. That's why I say sit there and talk to their ass. You'll find out everything you want to know on the first date. You ain't got to go home and hope he call you. Shit, you already know. You ain't finna else.
I just cannot. Nope.
What you mean? Oh, you talking about what I'm saying? You don't agree with me?
No, I'm saying like I would never in my wildest dreams think that it was acceptable to go out on a date in a bonnet and some slippers.
Yeah, I stay in Birmingham.
Now,
they do that. I've seen it in a lot of places though.
Don't ask me how I'm looking when I'm in the drive-thru at CVS picking up my prescriptions.
That's different.
Or I'm dropping my kid off.
Because I be looking a mess.
Or if I'm running into Walmart trying to find my chicken wings. But it's a different situation when you going on a date.
Yeah, that's
that's what I'm saying. That is different. Like I wouldn't even wear tennis shoes on a date. You know, maybe if it's a nice place. You know what I mean?
Unless you got ugly feet, I want you to wear tennis shoes.
Lord help them. Lord help them.
But for real though, I don't know if y'all single or not. But anyway, you'll learn a lot from a guy on the first date. The first long conversation you have with a guy, you'll know about the 50-50 rule. You'll know about how they dress. You gotta do is ask them what's in the closet. And the motherfucker named jerseys in white t-shirts or cool type shirts, you already know what type of person you're dealing with. So it shouldn't be no problem when his ass. Yeah, it should be no pause when he step out, goddamn, looking like he finna go in the club.
What that mean when they wear a cool? What that mean?
I'm talking about like like a cool t-shirts. That ain't casual for a restaurant, especially not on no first date.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I meant by that.
It's I mean, I met my husband at a white party, so it was like, everybody was dressed a certain way for the white party, but then like the event for the next night, it was homecoming, so he in some like,
But guess what
Jordans
though? You see,
with paint all over him and a t-shirt and his, jeans and whatever. But I like that though. I was like, oh, that's sexy as hell.
but that's cool. But you seen him dressed up before though.
The other night, yeah. But he looked better to me the second date than he did the first date. He looked because he looked a little uncomfortable the first date.
Okay.
He was much more in his element when he was wearing his crazy t-shirt that said like, even my girlfriend got a girl or something like that, something crazy. Some jeans and like some wild sneakers, that was dope. Like I still remember that. Like that pops in my mind. Like, yeah, like he was looking real good that day.
Well, you better not walk up to me with no damn pajamas on, because I'm gonna give you a rag and some water. I know you didn't wash your ass before you left the house.
I don't mind the sneakers or that type of look, because there's dudes now that's older and that's just their vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like they still into the J's, they still into that, but they got businesses, whatever.
I ain't say nothing wrong with that. I say if he don't know what casual means.
No,
you don't want no man walking in goddamn Paris Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Papa Dolan went down now. Paris Steakhouse, what that is? Top brick top with some damn joints on. Everybody got on the suit.
No, I get Paris Steakhouse.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Oh.
I get what you're saying. Like, but that's what I'm saying. See, the men I'm talking about when I say they still wear these things, like you stated, I'm saying they're business oriented. So that's just what they prefer to wear. And I don't mind that. But baby, they know how to also clean up to go to Paris or clean up to go to a business meeting, or, you know what I'm saying? They know what is appropriate for what.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just saying if they don't know what casual mean, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, they don't know what casual means.
Oh, here in the dictionary.
Oh, anyway.
That motherfucker hop out the car looking like Ice-T with all them damn necklaces on his neck. And y'all going inside these white people establishment. Now, y'all gonna be sitting in the back, right there by that damn window.
By the bathroom.
By the bathroom. You come in looking shitty, you finish smell shitty.
Oh shit! I can't.
So.
Oh shit!
But look, ladies.
Oh shit! Literally.
I want y'all to finish having y'all little podcast, and I think that shit cool what y'all doing. But damn, my camera won't flip around though. But anyway, because I don't know what's wrong with it. But anyway, 50-50. See, when you go 50-50, now I can go in Logan's right now and enjoy me something to drink.
Shit out about to be all in your business. Who you with?
Don't worry about that. But see, there we go.
I was like, let me not.
See, if the shit was 50-50, you wouldn't be all in my business. Oh man.
Well, thank you, Jonathan.
When a motherfucker paying all the bills at the house, goddamn, now she asks him, cause who you out with? I mean, how much you done spent out there at Logan's getting something to drink? Cause she know that bill due next week and she can't help your ass. Well, when it's 50-50, you can walk right in here, Logan, get you something to drink, go to the house.
You ain't doing that 50-50, your ass gonna be broke.
You ain't lying, gonna be at the house drinking some damn water down there, Spirit off or something like that. You ain't finna get a bull. Drawing that man around there drinking wine coolers because he can't afford no goddamn alcohol.
I can't.
When you gonna get out with the fellas? No, fucked up this week. I'm gonna sit right here with her. Been and watching goddamn Love and Hip Hop with a bottle of wine. Come over there, that motherfucker got on the apron.
Love and Hip Hop.
But ladies, real talk. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I'm finna go ahead and enjoy me some tequila.
Thank
And
you, Jonathan.
oh, ain't no problem. And next time y'all want me on here,
No,
I ain't gonna
thank
charge.
you.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, so what kind of tequila are we drinking on? What you sipping
Patron
on?
or whatever they got, cause sometimes they got shit in there I don't know how to pronounce. So I
Gotcha.
tell them fix it up.
Patron the
It's
best
simple as that.
though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I want to be cheap, I just get some 1800.
Okay.
He's honest.
Okay.
Thank you again.
All right, thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
And you're welcome next time.
That's
If you
right.
want to come on anytime
50,
you want.
50,
Right.
50, 50, 50,
Yeah.
50.
See? Put it on your wall, cause I see it's back there white. Just get a black mark and put 50 on there.
I just
And when your husband
just
when your husband walk by, we gonna see what he say.
He gonna be like, if you don't get this shit out of here.
Oh man. Let me go in here, cause I see a lot of white boys with these boots on. They might try to drink up all the damn tequila.
Thank you.
Bye.
Lights out. See y'all later.
All right.
Not lights out. Lights out. Over and out.
No.
It's Jonathan signing off.
Retarded.
Yeah, I'm so glad we had this conversation today because we actually got a man point of view of the whole 50-50 rule thing.
Yeah.
So now y'all can't say, oh, it's all women on there.
No.
You know what I'm saying? No, we got to have another person's point of view from the opposite sex.
Yep.
You know, totally elaborate on what we do, which is speak about real life situations, real things that are going on in our lives. So, I mean, that's what we do here and give you a voice too. So if y'all want to come on, let us know.
Come on. Y'all just
I did want to say this though. Don't disappoint yourself. Sometimes we can avoid disappointment. So set your expectations on what you want. So that way when that person comes in your life, baby, I made it clear from the start.
Yep.
That's the problem, friend.
Exactly.
That's the absolute problem that be happening. Correct.
And it better be realistic.
Correct. Right. And it needs to be realistic.
Set it right. And then you make sure that it's realistic, because like we not playing no games. And that's the thing too, like the age in which we're at. I was telling someone this the other day. It's like, if I could have had this conversation with my 16-year-old self, my 17-year-old self that was just obsessed with the whole thug dude and mentality, and like, baby, you ain't gotta work, like, yeah, we gonna make it off your mixtape, we go, I'm gonna keep him in my car, and like no, honey, no, we need to figure something else out. Like, if that's your passion and that's what you want to do, there's DJs that are out here doing it. There's DJs that are out here being successful in the middle of a pandemic,
correct?
DJing and throwing parties virtually. So it's a matter of, again, the communication and the conversation. And if y'all never have it, then you never know what the expectations are. Or you think they're wrong, they think you're wrong, and then the shit is doomed from the beginning before it even gets off the ground.
Correct. Right.
Y'all got to be able to communicate. Got to.
Yep.
That's very true. Like, you have to communicate. And like I said, set your expectations from the beginning. And we are out of here next Friday.